Hey guys, welcome back to Otra Noche Miami, a South Florida sports talk show. I'm your host Kenny. I'm joined alongside again my co-host Alonzo.
Yo.
All right, guys. Today we're recapping the Miami Heat versus Los Angeles Lakers game. Before we get into that, just want to again say thank you for all the continued support on the show. We're at 100 subscribers, man.
103.
103, man. We made it. We're working on that little surprise we've been saying we were working on for you guys.
Yeah.
So just sit tight. Anyways, going into the game. It's the first back-to-back L's we take on the season. Alonzo, do you have anything to say?
Well, first, thank you guys for the support and all that stuff. We really appreciate it. 100 subs, that's more than we would have thought we would have ever had. And again, thank you guys, and we're gonna keep this going as far as the show. Now the game, okay, we played. It was an ugly game. It was competitive all throughout. I'm just gonna give a little quick overview, and then we're gonna get into our personal feelings. We have some thoughts.
I'm in my feelings today.
No, as far as the game goes, I think our shooting is still struggling. They didn't shoot the ball well today either.
Well, except for Malik Monk, but
except for Malik Monk and
Avery Bradley.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for us, but plays against us. Oh, best game of the best.
Well, we'll get
into all that stuff later. But just a quick overview of the game. Sloppy start for both teams. Slow start for both teams. It was very competitive all throughout. I think we had like more than 30 lead changes the whole game.
Yeah, it was like 33, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. We looked like Jimmy Butler went out, which is worrisome. Was not only for that game, but for tonight's game. Yeah. We're recording this day after, by the way.
Yeah, we were too tired to record at night and pissed off.
Yeah. But just very, very like back and forth, very gritty, very ragtag type of game for both teams, and it was not pretty for us, especially some certain individuals that we will name later. We have some strong feelings about.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we lost the game. Unfortunate. So we'll go from there.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off what you said. It was a close game all game long, and neither team pulled away for any stretch of time. It was always between 5-4 points, and then it would switch to the other side. First quarter was kind of sloppy shooting wise. We were like 2 for 11 from 3 as a team, something horrible. We're struggling in the first quarter. We picked up a little bit in the second quarter. The whole first half, however, Bam was in horrible foul trouble. He had he played 9 minutes in the first half. He wasn't able to be on the court that much. Fouls. We had UD playing out there in the first half, which was He got a little bucket for him. So.
Yeah, he got that's seeing UD is always a nice sight, but like
not when he's tripping over. Not when he gets blocked.
not in a game like this where like UD was a great player. Once upon a time he was a great player for us, but dude is the oldest guy in the game right now, and he can't be. As much as we love UD, he just can't be getting those type of significant minutes when you have Yurtseven on the bench.
Which Yurtseven did get those minutes.
He did get some minutes, but
I think he played way
too late. I think it was way too late. I think he would have had a much bigger impact if he played the 5-6 minutes that UD played, because Yurtseven only played like 4 minutes, and he played. I think honestly, if he played more minutes, like the UD minutes, I don't think Dedmon would have played the rest of the game the way Yurtseven was playing. So
he didn't look lost out there for a rookie.
He didn't at all.
He had that one deflection where he read the pass, and it was going to be an easy dunk for AD. He blocked that. Then he had the dunk with an and one.
Solid defense against AD as well.
Solid defense, was able to match up.
Possessions on the post. Again, he's just like, he's big. Like, he's a big 7-footer. Like he's not just 7 feet tall, like Bol, and weighs 140, 50 pounds. Like he's
soaking wet.
Yeah, soaking wet. Yeah. He's a big dude. He's physical. I like that. He's gonna be really good.
So that was what was going on in the second quarter with the foul trouble. Man, offensively, there wasn't really much to talk about.
It's besides Tyler Hero and like picking up the slack for most of the game. while Bam was out in the first half.
Yeah.
And Kyle Lowry, I didn't think had a bad game either.
Yeah.
He just missed some timely buckets that we needed, but he didn't have a bad offensive game, like not as bad as last game.
0 points.
Yeah, exactly. He had a
So, yeah.
double-double, so
That was good to see. Bam also got a double-double.
Yeah, Bam really picked it up in the second half. He had like 20-some points in like 17 minutes.
Yeah.
He really like I think played better on AD than he did against Jokic.
Yeah. So going into that second half, Bam was out there on the court again, and he really
6 steals for Bam too.
6 steals,
Career
and
high,
that's
yeah.
I'm saying, man, Bam really took over that game in the second half for the Heat.
It was his game. It was his game. Well, it was our game to lose, but it was his game. Like he took over.
Yeah, he was he was getting to the line. He was making shots. He was really getting the team hyped. He would get a steal on defense. He would lock down whoever he was defending. He was doing really, really well. And then Hero started to step up too in that second half, making big shots. Hero makes these shots that you're like, oh God, what are you shooting that for? And then he makes them.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what, bro? He's a tough shot maker.
He's a good bad shot maker.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Couldn't have said it any better. He's a spark for the offense. I feel like if he starts, he's
a microwave.
He starts knocking down his shots. Every other, like the rest of the team is gonna start
off of it.
Yeah. Bam again, like we said, was playing really well.
One man I really want to highlight, PJ fucking Tucker, bro.
PJ Tucker was gritty all game, man.
PJ Tucker all day, man. He just is relentless, bro.
He's the only reason we made it to overtime.
He is the reason we made it to overtime.
Yeah.
Like besides, the buckets like in the third quarter and early fourth quarter that got us a decent amount of lead.
Yeah.
It was PJ Tucker. If it wasn't for PJ Tucker,
that putback dunk on the
putback dunk, he was just all over the place today, and he was the one that put us into overtime. So he just keeps playing great. I love seeing games like this. From a guy like PJ Tucker, that's usually like a role player, and then he goes off and does that.
So going into that fourth quarter, it's basically the same situation as Jazz, just not as exaggerated. We have a pretty comfortable lead with a little bit of time left.
Yeah, instead of a 26-5 run, it was a 13-2 run.
And it's just one of those things. I felt like Spoelstra should have called a timeout sooner because it was the whole Staples Center was on their feet, screaming and cheering. They had just scored 6 points in a row. We were just running up the court, putting up a bad shot in like 8 seconds. And then,
I definitely saw that. Yeah, I'm definitely with you on that one. Again, we're like I don't want to doubt Spo at all. But
of course not. Of course not. I'm saying that I am.
I'm seeing like I definitely see what you mean. Like there was a couple like possessions, like not possessions, but like plays like offensively and defense. Like it feels like we're just running. Like we're just running. We're just running back and forth, getting back on defense, running back and forth, and then they just kept making their shots. So
our offense, whenever opponents go on runs on us, I tend to see that our offensive possessions are just so bad. Like we don't look for
settle.
anything.
We settle,
and we just settle. It's horrible, man.
The last shot that Hero got in overtime, that tough three.
It wasn't even a tough three.
Not the one that he fumbled because that was a good look. He just
the one before
unfortunately fumbled. Yeah, the one before that. I'm like, really? That's the shot we get when we're down 2, not even 3. We're down 2, and we take a step back fadeing away 3 to the right. Like Hero's good.
But again, that's why I brought up the fact that he makes those shots. Yeah, I was okay with him taking that shot because he's made that shot all game.
I'm okay with him taking that shot. It's just like in that situation, with 15, 20 seconds left, and we're down 2, not 3. That's the shot you take. Like I'm cool. You take the shot. Like you do that. That's what you're here for. But like, you gotta be smarter, man. You're looking for a tie game at worst, and then a stop to go into 2 OTs when your team's not playing the greatest.
And then going into it, they came back. They tied the game. We go into OT. And it was just, this OT was so frustrating, man. We scored probably like 4 or 5 points that whole overtime, right? Something like that.
We scored 5.
And it was just,
to be fair, they only scored 8. So
okay, but I'm saying, man, we just don't score in overtime ever.
Yeah, we don't.
5 minutes and 5 points.
Remember, Jimmy Butler was out since the second quarter, so that
it was
if Jimmy Butler was in this game, we win this.
100%. We don't even go to overtime.
We don't. We win this.
But it was one of those things that it's just like the Lakers were handing us the W every single time.
They were trying, they were trying to lose.
Yeah.
They were trying to lose, and we just big, huge misses at the free throw line.
We're down by 5. We're down by 5, right? Or no? Yeah, we're down by 5.
Down by 5.
Duncan puts up a 3. He misses, but he gets fouled.
On the 3-point shot. He makes one.
He
makes 1 of 3 from a guy who usually is about 85 to 90% from the line.
But I'm saying if he makes another one of that, then the next play when Bam gets fouled on the shot, he makes it a 1-point game. He makes that free throw. It's a tie game, but it won't matter because Bam misses his only
layup. The only miss that Bam had from the line, it was that time.
It was that time
on the overtime.
It was just one of those things that it was just one thing after another. Then we forced Carmelo Anthony, a 17-year veteran, forgets that he has a timeout and doesn't call it, and we get a 5-second violation. The one guy on the Lakers you might think that isn't gonna have that happen
besides LeBron,
or maybe Russell Westbrook, he forgets to call a timeout, and we don't capitalize.
Or he just doesn't pass it in.
Yeah.
And then that was when Tyler Hero settled for the fading shot, which was fine. He could take the shot, he could make the shot. He's a great scorer, but we're down to all you need is a tie.
And then I forgot who was on the line for the Lakers. They missed the first one, make the second one, so it's a 3-point game again, and that's when
it was Melo.
It was Melo, yeah, and that's when the Heat Spoelstra put a great play together. He got Hero open on the 3, wide open. Hero was just already looking at the rim, fumbled the ball.
He got way too happy. He was like, "Oh my god."
Oh man, this game could have gone so differently so many times, man.
He mishandled the ball.
He
still got a good look. He just missed it.
Yeah, I think I would have rather preferred to get blown out by 15 or 20. Than have to watch that because that was just so infuriating.
For sure.
I think it's time we get into.
All right. First thing I want to say, after the game, as far as individuals and our thoughts goes, I'm gonna tell you when we lost the game. I texted you this last night.
Yeah.
We lost the game when Duncan Robinson missed that wide open layup from the Bam pass.
It was the same thing as that Caleb Martin missed pass versus the Jazz.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We lost today's game when Duncan Robinson missed that layup.
Yeah. That was when we lost it. That was such an easy look,
right after that play, they went on the 13-2 run to go into overtime.
Yeah. We make that play, you never know, maybe Vogel calls a timeout.
No, we make that play, we're up 12. We were up 10. Or I think we were up 9 or 8 or something like that. We would be up by double digits if he makes that layup.
It is so frustrating, man. And I'm telling you, we're how many games into the season? 12, 11?
7 plus 4, 11.
11. Bro, Duncan needs to figure it out. Because I'm telling you right now, it's not misses that, he's just having a bad night. No, it's bad misses.
Yeah.
He's barely getting it to the rim sometimes on these shots. And I don't know if it's because he's taking bad shots, but it's just, my God.
He had a wide open 3.
He had 2 wide open threes.
He had 2 wide open 3s in the corners.
Bro, he had 2. I can remember 2 plays.
These are clutch time buckets. He makes these threes. These are daggers if we win the game.
Yes.
These would have been considered daggers if we won the game.
I don't know how.
He just flat out missed.
I remember 2 plays with perfect memory. He had a beautiful ball movement. Somebody passed it to Bam in the middle. He dished it out, and then it was 2 passes. They were just swinging it around. Duncan is wide open in the corner, and he misses.
Tyler Hero on the
Tyler Hero's at the top of the key.
On the wing.
Yeah.
Larry was on the top of the key. Larry was on the wing, and there was one guy guarding Tyler and Duncan on the. Duncan was in the corner. The defender pulled up on Tyler, and he passed it out to Duncan. Wide open 3. No one within 5 feet of him. He just missed.
It's horrible. It's one of those things that now Duncan shoots, and I'm like, it's not gonna go in. Before it was before it was I'm putting up the 3. I'm thinking, it's gonna go in. Now it's
I'm already standing up. I'm like,
now I'm getting surprised if he makes it.
I'm like, oh my God, he made one.
Yeah, I used to get surprised if he misses. Now it's like, oh my God, he made one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, it's so frustrating to watch, bro. Because if he doesn't make 3s, then I don't know what he's doing out there on the court half the time.
It's literally because I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a basketball player. He's definitely better than any of us.
Your mic's weird, and there's an echo.
Sorry, for a second. not professional, not professional,
Not professionals, baby.
But it's like is what you're saying. If he doesn't make threes, like it's just like what is he out there for? Like he's been he's been a better defender, but he's
I
still
was
not
gonna
an
say
elite.
that.
He's not an elite level defender that you can
Yeah.
have him just play defense and don't even worry about scoring like Matisse Thybulle or somebody like that.
Or PJ Tucker. It was one of those things that it's just like, thank God his defense is like semi okay. Because if it was the Duncan Robinson of old, where the only thing he had was
2020,
I'm like spoke, get him, like that's it.
get him out here. Get him out.
I still have hope he's gonna figure it out. I just don't have any faith in him right now.
No, yeah. Like I'm not saying anything like like he's gonna be slumping for the whole year or whatever. You know, like we're hoping this guy comes together because we know how good he can be. He goes off for 6, 7, 8 threes a night, and then he drops 30 one night. Like that's the type of shot maker he is when he gets hot. But
it's just really frustrating right now.
Rough,
it feels like it's the same thing every game. He makes one in the first quarter, and you're
he makes 1 or 2 in the first quarter.
You're like, oh yeah, he's back.
Oh yeah, he's back, and then he makes 1 for 12 for the rest of the game. So,
and then I always feel like he always has just a bad, like he always just makes bad fouls on the other side in like timely moments. Like if he didn't move his body,
has been in foul trouble late, like as of late.
The first 2 games he fouled people on 4-point plays.
He's had like 4 or 5 fouls consistently throughout the first 6, 7 games.
And then that one play where if he wouldn't just set his feet and not move to the left a little bit, he would have gotten that charge.
Yeah, he was just leaning.
He's leaning too much, so you got the block.
This is where we miss Max Strus. Because then if Duncan's not like making those type of threes, like he's still a threat, so you have to guard him, right?
Yeah.
But then like once he's out of the game, it's just like besides Tyler Hero, who's gonna be taking those 3-point shots, man? Yeah. Like we have no threat on the outside, you know. So like let's say Duncan Robinson's not having a good game shooting wise, and Tyler Hero's not on the floor. Where are you gonna go for the outside shot? Cal Lowry can make them, but he's been inconsistent, you know, back and forth. 1 game yes, 1 game no type thing. He'll figure it out too. But like
your mic again.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. But it's like it's who like we really miss Strus coming off the bench at least. So
and today, you know, offensive woes. It doesn't help when we have to face prime Ray Allen, prime Reggie Miller, and Steph Curry. We had to face Malik Monk. Malik Monk versus the Heat. Avery Bradley and don't forget Wayne Ellington.
Bro, Malik Monk versus the Heat is unanimous.
It's 96. It's 96 Bulls Jordan.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Dude averages 10, 11 points for the first 10 games. Oh, it's the Heat. Let me drop 30. Like shit, man.
That one play where Hero was guarding him and he traveled, by the way, but whatever.
Oh yeah, he did travel.
Then he just put it up and made it.
I'm surprised Spoelstra didn't challenge that call because we had 3 timeouts left with that call.
Whatever, man. It's in the past.
I thought he really would have challenged them. Especially given that time of game that it was a close one. They came back. It was like we're up by like 1 or 2 at that point.
Yeah. Just frustrating game, man. About having Malik Monk every time in the last like couple minutes of the game in the regulation and overtime. Every time he got the ball, I was thinking to myself,
I'm like, oh my
not
God.
Malik Monk, and then he would make the first time. He gave Malik Monk
before he would even like what like after before he even go in. Like as I see him doing this, I'm like, oh my God.
Wayne Ellington made a corner 3 where he banked it off the backboard, just because that's our luck, right? He had played in 6 games or 6 minutes, something.
Duncan Robinson does that and it hits the roof. It bounces off the backboard and it hits the roof.
It's just so annoying, man. I really got nothing else left to say. This game is just a frustrating game. If we would have recorded this last night, there would be a lot more screaming.
Yeah.
Half that screaming would be my dad and mom walking in because I would wake them up from how loud I was screaming.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything positive I want to say. Okay. I
feel like we got it all out. You know, Bam going off.
Yeah. I just want to, reiterate. So it's not all negative, right? So
no, it deserves to be all negative.
No, it definitely deserves to be all negative. I just want to like outline like 1 or 2 things that were cool to see. Tyler keeps doing his thing as far
Yeah.
as 6-man of the year thing.
That's
Bam,
he had
20,
27,
20,
25.
27. Yeah, 27.
Yeah.
Bam played amazing. Besides the first half where he was in foul trouble, he really picked it up.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry had a decent game, bounced back, definitely better than last game.
Yeah.
And nice to see UD, in the game for a little bit. PJ played well, really well. Probably his best game with the Heat so far. Yurtseven, I love to see him get some minutes, get some playing time. Other than that, I want to see Markeith healthy and
Yeah.
hopefully Jimmy Butler's healthy.
Good to see him on the good to see him on the bench.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it.
I've got nothing else to say. I guess it's just tonight Clippers Heat.
Yep.
Hopefully it's different. It's gonna be good that it's gonna be in the same arena, so our players are gonna be not traveling. We're gonna be able to settle
Yeah.
down. It's like a half home game basically.
Yeah. As far as like the episodes goes, I don't know when we're gonna record after tonight's game. Whether it's after the game or tomorrow in the middle of the day. So
I get home from work at 6, so it's gonna be a late upload for the Clippers Heat game, but it'll come. It'll come. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, it depends. Also, I don't know. We're gonna discuss it.
Yeah.
Whether we want to record after the game,
Yeah.
or later on. But either way, expect the episode on Friday. So.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's tough. We're going through a rough patch in the season. 2 L's in a row. We don't like that. Hopefully tonight we bounce back against the Clippers. They've won 5 in a row.
They only have 9 players, though, by the way. So.
Yeah. But I got faith in the boys.
Oh, always.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much. We're gonna go ahead and sign off, and we'll see you next episode, guys. Thank you so much.